Hello everyone. So when I purchased my 2000 Mustang GT, I only received one working set of keys. So I wanted to go ahead and get an additional key programmed, at least one additional key program, so that in case I lose this key, I wouldn't be stuck. So as you know, usually this requires going to the dealer or a locksmith, and that can be kind of expensive. But searching around, I found that I was able to use FORScan to program keys for the 99 to 04 Mustang. So this video is going to kind of go along with me in the process. I'll admit I'm not an expert on this. This is the first time I'm doing that. However, if you're seeing this video, more than likely this has worked, so stay tuned. But just to emphasize here, this is not a video on how to use FORScan, how to install it, set it up, etc. This is going to assume that you have some FORScan knowledge. You're able to hook up to the car, you've done some basic stuff with that. Basically, you're going to go into FORScan and use what's called PATS programming, which is one of the menu options there, and you're going to go about and do that. Now, the usual disclaimer here that if this screws up, you will, in essence, be without any key that'll start the car. And at that point, you are calling a locksmith or taking the car, towing it to the dealer to have them cut and program a new set of keys for you. So, just a warning early on that if you're not comfortable doing this, or if the car is in a spot where you really can't risk losing your working key, you may not want to do this, or you may want to hold off. But again, I'm going to kind of show the steps that I take to do that. So this set of keys here, the one that I have, is actually an aftermarket key. I don't know if you can see the brand on here. But it's not an original key. It's probably something purchased on Amazon. And I wanted to go ahead and purchase a set of Ford keys. Now, Ford keys are now made by Stratec. Here's the part number, 597602. These are an officially licensed product. I got this from a seller on eBay. These are about $19 each key, and as you can see, they are Ford branded keys. I got two of them. So I'm into this for approximately 40 bucks. Now I do need to cut the keys. Hopefully that only cost me a couple bucks each key to have that done. So this should be relatively cheap. I already have FORScan programmed on my laptop. I've used it extensively in other cars. So there's no cost there. I just simply need to go get these cut and do that. Now, one warning I have seen with other folks that have done this video, it's hit or miss on the aftermarket keys. The reason I wanted these Ford keys, Stratec, is I wanted to make sure that I got the right key on the first try. I have seen people buy cheap keys from China/Amazon, and the key doesn't read properly, and then you're basically stuck. What happens is that when you go into programming mode here, when you activate FORScan to program your keys, you need at least two working keys to program to complete it. If you program one key and then you have a problem with the additional key, you're stuck in programming mode and you're actually without any key. At that point, you need to go and get a second key to program to cut and program, or get to call a locksmith at that point. So I highly recommend purchasing better quality keys, the Stratec key, versus grabbing something off Amazon. Now I know this key does work, it starts my car. So in essence here, I'm going to have three keys I'm going to program. Go ahead, I'm going to go get these cut to match this key, and then we're going to pick up from there. All right, so a couple days have passed. I've managed to get these two keys cut to match. I did it at a smaller mom and pop type key shop. Be prepared to get a lot of questions regarding what you're doing, because I was questions as to how I plan to program these on my own. Anyway, just a warning on that. But I'm going to go ahead, set up. Actually, I'm going to try one of these first just to show you what a unprogrammed key does. So here in the car, I'm just going to try one of these unprogrammed keys. But immediately when you turn the ignition to on, you can see that the def light is blinking away. And if I were to try to start this, it's just not going to start. So I'm here in the car. I've got FORScan loaded. I did go ahead and actually run through this procedure a couple times. I wanted to try a few things and learn a couple things along the way. I had one suspicion that it would only allow me to program 2 keys, not 3. And I found that to actually be the case here. So I'm going to change my plans. First I was trying to do all three at the same time, but I'm just going to stick to 2 keys. And then I'm going to run through another procedure that shows you how to program a 3rd key when you already have 2 existing keys. But we're going to go ahead and connect FORScan. So this video, I did not want to spend a whole lot of time detailing how to use and connect FORScan. So I'm going to somewhat assume that you know how to use it. But I'm going to use a Wi-Fi ELM 327. I'm going to connect this to the car, and I'm going to go ahead and connect FORScan up. So FORScan is loaded. It is connected to my vehicle here. And we are going to go to the wrench. And we're going to go to PATS programming. So I'm going to go ahead and do this procedure for 2 keys here. So let's go ahead. So we're going to go to PATS programming. At the very bottom here is a play button. We're going to hit play. It's going to bring up this little information screen showing what we're going to do. I have only done erase and program keys. I have not tried out these other options here. So we're just going to hit OK here. PATS programming has been started. It's going to give me a choice. So we're going to go erase and program keys. Now, you notice here, like I said, I did do this. So I had 3 keys stored. So I was successful, but we're going to go ahead and erase those and start over. So we're going to hit erase and program keys. Hit OK. This is just a generic warning. I've seen it come up with everyone who's done this. So just hit OK. And it's going to tell you that this procedure is going to take approximately 12 minutes to complete. At the bottom of the screen is a timer bar. Right now it's at 2. I believe it gets to 64% when another warning pops up, so I will see you then. All right, so at approximately 62%, you're getting a warning. The warning here is going to tell you that it's going to erase all of your known keys, and it's important to have 2 keys available. So I have 3, but in this case, we're going to pretend I only have 2 keys here because we're only going to program 2. So our 2 PATS keys available, yes. The bar will cycle up to, I believe, 67%. And then you get your other final task here. So all your keys have been erased. Now is the time to program it. So here's your sequence. Turn your ignition off. You're going to count to 10. Then you're going to cycle 1 key in the ignition from off to run for at least 3 seconds. Then within 5 seconds, you're going to remove the key, cycle the key from off to run again for at least 3 seconds, and then cycle the ignition back to off, and then hit OK. All right, so you can see my ignition here. So I'm going to turn my ignition to off and count to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn the key to on. 1, 2, 3. Back to off. Remove that key. I'm going to put my second key in. 1, 2, 3. Turn the key to off. And that should be it. So back here at the computer, you're going to hit OK. And then you're going to get service procedure completed successfully. So easy way to test them here without having to start. This is one of my brand new Ford keys. Turn the key to ignition, and the theft light is solid here. That's a good sign that this will start. Let's test my original. This is my original aftermarket key. And you can see the theft light is also solid there, so that's a good sign that that key did program. Now just to show you what would happen if the key did not program, this is my other Ford key that I did not program. And you can see there the theft light is flashing away. If I were to start this, it would just crank and not start. So now let's go ahead and program this 3rd key using the procedure that's outlined in the owner's manual. All right, so now we're going to outline the procedure for programming 1 key if you have 2 keys that are already programmed. So in this case, I do. So you're going to insert one of your program keys into the ignition. You're going to turn it to on, and you're going to hold it for at least 1 second, but no more than 5. And then you're gonna turn the key back to off, remove it, and insert the second key within 5 seconds. The second key is also a program key. So we're gonna go at least 1 second. 1, 2, remove it, insert my second key. 1 second. 1, 2, remove that. And now we're gonna insert my unprogrammed key and do the same thing. 1, 2, and remove that. So now same key, if we come here, see the theft light remains solid there. So that's a good sign that this should start up. So let's go ahead and test them all. I need to open the garage doors real quick and I'll be right back. So let's go ahead and test these keys. This is my original key, the one that originally worked. If I turn it to on, you can see the theft light is solid. So this should start the car. All right, so we're gonna pull that out. Now I'm gonna put in one of my brand new keys here. That light is solid, that's a good sign. All right, and then we're gonna do my third and final key, my second new key. That light is solid. There you go, I've got 3 functioning keys. All right, there you have it. So that covers programming 2 keys using FORScan and then programming a third key using the method outlined in the owner's manual. That method is actually pretty simple to do. But hopefully this video shows you what it takes to do that and gives you the confidence to try it yourself. Again, I highly recommend purchasing the Stratec keys versus any of the cheaper ones on Amazon. That just gives you more probability of success in programming these keys. The other ones may work, but I don't know if it's something you want to take a chance when you're in the middle of doing this. But hopefully this video helps you out, and thanks for watching.